we give to staff members. So franchise owners are able to kind of contact us with some of these amazing stories that we hear, and we're able to then, award them with what we call a shining moment. So it's an acknowledgement of something that's kind of above and beyond. And I mean, there's been some, astonishing ones over the years. I think back to a recent one where they were cleaning for an older customer who, was on his own, had no friends and family, and sadly had passed away. And the two ladies who had been cleaning him for a couple of years actually went to the funeral. And it was a very, there was only a couple of people that attended. Obviously, he, didn't have a big friends or family, and one of them actually stood up and just said a few words about him, which is completely above and beyond what we'd ever expect one of our staff members to do. But they do forge really strong relationships with customers. Another one where a customer, again, an elderly customer, had broken a leg and couldn't get out, but the team knew that every Friday they loved having fish and chips, and the husband wasn't able to do it. So they would stop at the fish and chip shop prior to the clean and drop off, or even not even necessarily if they were cleaning them that day, but just drop off fish and chips for the couple, sometimes even at their own cost. So yeah, it's those bits, and as I say, we acknowledge that through shining moments, because we really treasure those experiences, because that's what builds great relationships with the customers and helps us to grow the business as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. What a lovely story as well, and I often think about a cleaning business. It's got similarities to a care business in some ways, right? Because in terms of sort of social interaction, if you are perhaps living on your own and you're using the service of a cleaner and someone comes in, there is a strong social interaction. You have it in shops as well. It's so important to that person, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes it's just companionship, and they get the bonus of having their house cleaned at the same time. So yeah, it just does mean a lot to people.
Absolutely. And of course, when you're changing the lives of people that you're doing this service for, then you're changing the lives for the people that are rightly awarded these lovely shiny moments. I like that expression as well. But of course, that then filters up, doesn't it? Someone feels good because they've had their house cleaned, because they've got companionship. Then a member of staff feels good because they're delivering that. And then the franchisee feels good because they are delivering that service to as many people as they can, and that's their job. And if you do a job you love, you're not really going to work, are you? They do say that.
Absolutely.
And of course, that finally filters up to the franchisor, and that's how good franchising should work.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Absolutely, Harvey. I think you're absolutely right. And as I say, that's definitely something that we encourage, within our local, within our local franchise owners, but then also within the local community. I mean, we also do like a community sponsorship where we'll contribute £600 a year for them to develop those kind of strong bonds within their community, because we it's so important. And we had one recently who was sponsored a local Help the Aged bingo night, and she put some money towards it, but she also then went down and gave up her time to spend the evening with them, and actually presented the winner with a Molly Made Clean. So again, it's something that we can do to support our franchisees, but it's something that they can then do to support the local community, which is something that's really important to us too.